What's up, headbangers, metalheads, earth dogs? This is Max Cavalera from Soulfly, and you're watching Music Insider TV. Stay metal.
What's up? I'm Jeremiah from Music Insider TV, and we're here with Fire from the Gods. How are you guys doing?
Great, man. Great. Good to meet you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I don't think we've ever played Sacramento. So.
Nah.
Steadily waiting for a chance to resist. The devil is a liar, top of the empire. Blood, sweat, tears, and desire. I put my heart into this. Never forget I'm a soldier. I will not be conquered. I can run this road forever.
Yeah, Northern California. We've never really been this far up, so we're stoked.
Yeah, we've always heard about it. It's always good things. So I'm stoked to be here.
That's cool. Can you guys state your names and what you do in the band?
I'm AJ. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Jameson. I play guitar.
How's the tour been so far?
Killer, man. Last night we just had our first sellout show of the tour. Each night's been packed. I mean, all the shows have been great, but last night in particular was cool because it sold out like during our set. So it means for the whole remainder of the show, it was sold out pretty much all night.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, like if they're not sold out, they're like almost there. So and a lot of these venues are pretty, bigger to what we're used to. We're always used to like the small, more intimate crowds, no barriers, stuff like that. So now that we have like barriers, bigger rooms, and a lot more room, we get to do more stupid stuff on stage. So.
That's cool. So you guys came out with your Rise Records debut, Narrative, on August 26, 2016. What's the theme around this album?
Narrative is more or less a personal story, like your view of your personal story and the telling of that personal story. But why it's just narrative and not like my narrative or like our narratives, because it does belong to everyone. It's a story that I'm trying to tell as a vocalist and then as a storyteller from my perspective. But some of the songs, and most of them, I feel have a personal attachment that everyone could kind of get into. You know what I'm saying? That something that relates to not just me. And so it's, yes, my narrative and the way I see the world, or the way I've seen the world, or the way Fire from the Gods has seen the world. But yet there's so many people like you and and other fans and people that listen to our music will say, yeah, I have experienced that too. Especially with like songs like Lifeline and Composition. So it's more or less, it's an underdog story. It's about, bouncing back from hard times and going through some of the worst you can in life. The political situation, the social situation in our country. These are all part of the narrative, that make a person like me. But I'm not just, I am individual because I'm AJ China, but there are so many other people out there that relate, especially people that kind of listen to our music, because we have a very common background when it comes to that, heavy music and the things we go through and the experiences we have. So that's what narrative encompasses all of that, and hence the reason why it's called narrative.
That's cool.
I mean, you couldn't have said it any better, honestly. I feel the same way.
What are some of your guys' favorite tracks from this record?
Oh man, mine is, I like the thrashy punk style, I like all the bangers that we put on this record. So my personal favorite would be Diversion, which is one that we kind of picked to lead off the show on this tour with. And I'm so glad we did it because it really opens up the vibe. Yeah, So that one's my favorite probably. It's just, and whenever we started writing that one, it happened so smooth, so quick. And that's like the easiest process for us. I mean, we don't like to sit there and dwell on stuff.
Yeah.
So if it goes smooth, then don't second guess it. Just keep it going. Yeah. Always first instinct.
What are some of your favorites?
Some of my, the ones that I guess I have more of a, like I said, the personal connection to, like Lifeline. Lifeline really gets me. I still listen to it like a lot. Composition. Into the Blue, which we don't really play live, but Into the Blue, the last track on the record, I was in this really nasty relationship for about 10 years. And it just, every kind of relationship that you have in life that kind of screws you up or fucks you up, that's Into the Blue. I put everything I had into it. And that one, Lifeline, I guess more of the darker, sappier ones, the more heartfelt, darker songs. But they're all good, man, because they all stand on their own.
Yeah. Since you guys have signed to Rise Records, how have they been treating you?
Oh, great, man. When we were writing the record, it was just like, do what comes natural. There was no pressure to write radio songs. There was no pressure to write singles. There was no pressure. It was just like, hey, go. We like what you've done in the past, which was, basically, the Fire from the Gods has had so many different versions of Fire from the Gods that this has been the most solid for the last 2.5 years. So they heard what we had started as this lineup, and we're like, yeah, we like that. Keep going with it. And so there was never any like tension, man. It's been really cool. They're a good bunch of dudes, man. That's all I gotta say.
That's good.
Yeah, that's one thing we were like not so much like surprised with, but like we knew that they liked the vibe that we kept, and we were kind of scared a little bit or nervous to be like, a lot of labels don't want you to keep that. They're gonna tell you as you go, like, no, change this, go back and change this, and they were just like, don't do anything different. And they had a lot of confidence in us, and that's something we can really appreciate. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Are you guys working on any new material at this point?
Yeah, we are. We've got some stuff coming out before the summer that'll be pretty interesting. Some tracks that we were kind of working on and stuff before we finished Narrative, and some ideas that we came up with after. So we're gonna be, releasing some stuff soon.
yeah, we had some time off too, right after through the holidays. Like almost every single other band does. So on our off time, we like to keep working. So I think we got a lot of progress and ready for the next one almost. I think we're like we're almost like halfway done. With that.
Yeah, we got a lot more songs ready to go, man. We're stoked.
What are some of your favorite places to play?
Some of the people always ask this, but it's so hard because every scene is different, and everyone treats you a little differently, and all positive in most respects. But I would say Austin, man. Austin because it's where the band's from, and the crowd in Austin's been showing a lot of love, man. Like our CD release for Narrative shocked me that we sold out one of our hometown spots at the Dirty Dog. The place was packed. And I didn't think that there was that many people that were really going to be into the record, Yeah, so Austin went off, man. It was exciting. New York City, because I'm from New York, so, that's always tight. We played in Brooklyn, and it went off. The tri-state area, New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I love hardcore, and, as do most of the kids, so it's they check out Fire from the Gods, and yo, that's our boy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's our man. So they show a lot of love, too, man. So I really respect New York City and, Austin.
Yeah, a weird one that we never saw coming was Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. Kansas, man.
We never saw that coming, and for some reason we got booked, almost every single tour.
Three different tours.
Yeah, three in a row.
Venue. It was crazy.
Same venue.
And different types of bands that we were touring with, and we ended up there, and it was just the crowds kept getting bigger, and the people that like Fire from the Gods just kept coming out more, and they're like, yo, this is it. And we're like, yo, this is almost like playing at home now.
Yeah, even we just did on this tour, we did Lawrence, and we played there, and a lot of people came from Kansas City, and just lots of people were just like, oh, we watch you every single time we come to Kansas City. You're like, are you, it's so weird to us,
Yeah.
we didn't see that coming at all, so we're definitely putting Kansas City up there with one of our top favorite places to play.
Sure.
That's cool. Hopefully Sacramento will be another one.
Yeah. Bro, I'm stoked for this one, dude. All the videos you see online and you see from Ace of Spades, yo, this place is going off, man. It's packed, so we're buzzing, man.
You guys are also playing Welcome to Rockville, Carolina Rebellion, and Rock on the Range this year. Are you guys excited for those?
Beyond excited.
Who would say no to that?
Yeah. That was nothing. That was really unexpected because we didn't know what kind of. I guess no one really knows what to expect when they write their first record, or when they write a record for that matter. Like Born of Osiris, 10 years, they've written so many good records, and they've written so many records, so they know, that their fans are going to be into it. We didn't know who was going to be into this record. And the fact that we're able to do some of the things that we're doing, as a baby band. Fire from the Gods has been around for a while, but as a signed band on the scene, getting radio play and all that kind of stuff, that was completely unexpected. So for us to get these concerts, which are the big American rock and metal festivals, man, it's huge. So we can't be more excited. We can be more excited. And Metallica?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Like Korn,
Korn.
and Soundgarden, and
Yeah, dude.
Def Leppard, yeah.
Man. I'm a big Perfect Circle fan. You know, I love Tool and I love a Perfect Circle, and they're playing, I think, Welcome to Rockville, so on 2 of the days. So I'm buzzing, man. And some of the homies, too. You know, we're going to be out there again with Volumes. You know, some of the friends, Siler, we're going to see out there, too. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I'm stoked, man.
That's awesome.
Yes, man.
What's the tour life of Fire from the Gods like?
Tour life? Mm-hmm. Man, a bunch of jokes, a bunch of clowns.
Yeah, we're
A lot of drama now, so we got a lot of drama, man. But we're laid back dudes until we play, and then it's like all hell breaks loose. But you know, it's fun, man. You know, we stick together, and we were kind of thrust into this situation. Like we didn't grow up together or anything like that. We weren't like friends or mates. It was kind of a situation where we were all in different bands, and Fire from the Gods had a decent vibe that people liked, and they were like, yo, let's see what we can do here. And we all like kind of talked about it, and we're making it happen, man. So we're growing. You know, I can say one thing too. I was like, I've learned so much patience being in this band, because you know these guys are from Texas. They're laid back, man, and I'm a New Yorker, and I'm, you know, I'm always like getting hyped, and they're just like chill, you know. So it's awesome, man. It's a nice little family vibe, man. We take care of each other.
Yeah, and it worked from the get-go, too, you know, and so from even to rehearsals to small shows, even to jumping into touring, you know, this lifestyle isn't easy, but for this group of guys, it works, you know, and we've had 0 problems ever since, and it's going to continue. We all have faith in that, so love it.
For the last one, what is your message through your music?
Oh man, keep your head up, you know. It's like you get the sex, drugs, and rock and roll from certain bands, which is cool. You get the fight the power, which is a little bit of Fire from the Gods. But man, it's like life is tough. No one said it was going to be easy, but you just got to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Just work your way through it, and when those tough times come, just roll with the punches.
You know, mine is just I love chaos in general. So it's just like our bass player Bonner says it best. You know, we get up there and we do our thing. We release the demons. You know,
Yeah.
and you know we don't sell ourselves short for anything. So that's what we like to preach. Let's just go all out on anything that you have. You know, you have your mindset on.
Go hard or go home.
So
That's awesome.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
thank you guys for joining us. This has been
Thank you, guys.
Music Insider TV with Fire from the Gods.
Bye.